So bank executive have to perform a lot of paperwork which increase both time and cost consumption. E-check is a electronic counterpart of paper check. How it is the paper check is looking, the electronic check also same thing, but we are not able to carry the cost and time could be reduced, or everything is to be through the some interval and no need to huge paperwork. Hello everyone, a warm welcome to one and all. I am Natesh, lecturer in commerce, Vidhyaashram First Grade College, MYSURU, the Temple of Excellence. We are in the Unit 5, Session 1, second semester BCom Law and Practice of Banking. The chapter name is called for E-Banking. And today my agenda, the meaning about the e-banking, or you can say, you can understand the concept like e-banking. We can call it as a internet banking, electronic banking. Okay, what are the difference between the traditional banking and the e-banking? Okay, and the e-delivery channels, what are the different channels are available? And the electronic check, why we are using. Moving forward, the first one, e-banking is a nothing but the electronic using a internet facility. The banking system, the customers are getting benefited sitting in their home only. They are trying to transfer the money, whatever the benefits they were expecting from the electronic banking. So is a more commonly refers to internet banking, or we can call it as a simply net banking we call it as. So because of net connection, easily the customer can access, they can see the balance whatever without going branch. Okay. It is an electronic payment system supported by the website, because each and every bank which is connected to website, so which is operated to the internet. Okay, so we call it as we just understand the concept like electronic with the help of electronic device, so which is connected to internet, the customers are getting lot of benefit. Okay, so that offer a era of a product and service of any bank that is possible to work electronically, because almost all the bank are using electronic concept. So which is the most benefit are expected from the customers are expecting from without going individual branch. Like payments, transfer, deposit, more. Okay, there are too many facilities are provided. You can call it as a recent banking system. Okay, in the recent banking system, not only the customers can deposit, even the payment, the transfer, within a fraction of second they transfer. Okay, it is simply the use of electronic and telecommunication network for delivery various banking product and service, because the customers are always expecting a facility from the bankers. The bankers are providing an electronic platform for the customer. So just for payment, transferring money. Okay, so just for avoiding the cashless transaction, so easily they can get the track of the transaction whatever it is happening in the customer account. Through the e-banking, a customer can access his account and conduct many transactions using his computer or mobile phone. Okay, with the help of mobile banking, because the mobile banking will active, because of mobile device is very necessary. Even the customers are using a computer. With the help of computer, and they are getting a connections, internet connection, they can access for the net banking. Okay, so they can approach for the bank if there is any query, if there is any transactions called transfer fund. Okay, easily we can, the customers are getting lot of benefit. Moving forward, so what are the difference between the traditional banking and e-banking? Because there is lot of changes we are getting, we are able to compare with the traditional banking. So we are standing in the competitive world. Of course, we are depending on the electronic device. The technology is playing a very important, vital role here. Basic and the traditional banking and e-banking practice. So at the time of global coverage, so in the traditional banking, we are not able to cover for global. So which is a traditional practice provide only limited coverage. Within this specific location, we need to get a benefit or access. But in case of electronic bank, electronic e-banking practice involve global coverage while sitting at home or office. So either the customer, those who are having an account, they can deposit in the different city, they can withdraw, they can transfer. There is lot of benefits they are getting because of using electronic banking. And marketing tool. So under traditional practice does not provide proper marketing tools. That means actually whenever the bankers are offering a interest rate, if there is any change, if there is any modification, easily the customers are get to know because of specific electronic platform. So traditional practice, it is not happening. But in case of electronic banking, provide the facility of marketing of product and scheme of online easily. Because of electronic device, we are whatever the bankers are providing, giving an opportunity for offer or facility, the customers will get to know, which is one kind of marketing tools. Prompt service. In the traditional practice involve process which require more time, because the process here within a fraction of a second we can apply the passbook, we can take the printout, we can take the statement, so which is using a electronic platform. But in case of traditional, so the manual request process, so it is going for certain process, the time consumption is too lengthy. But in case of electronic banking, same lot of line, as there is no need to stand in the long queue. Within a fraction of second, whenever you are trying to approach for the using electronic platform, either 24/7, okay, or call center, about your queries, about your customer complaint, the customer's complaint, easily electronic banking is providing a instant feedback and reduction of errors and fraud. So here under traditional banking, the practice do not provide a complete check on the banking transaction because they are maintaining a manual record, ledger, whatever which is related to traditional banking system. But because of electronic banking, everything is computerized. Even the bankers also getting a benefit. Even the customers also getting a benefit. So without having any agent, directly we can take the support for electronic banking system. So with the system of reconciliation, which is nothing but the retotaling of inter-branch transaction, fraud and error could be reduced, because each and every time whenever you are try to go for transaction, each and every time, so automatically OTP generation, okay, the password, user ID, okay, UPI, everything is very important, right? That's what. And the paperwork, no doubt in the traditional banking completely, which is depending on the paperwork manually, paperwork is depend. So bank executive have to perform a lot of paperwork, which increase both time and cost consumption, because they need to maintain cash ledger, journal entry, okay, so the cash balance, balance sheet, everything which is manually they are recording. But in case of electronic banking system, the cost and time could be reduced, or everything is to be through the some interval and no need to huge paperwork. Everything, the transaction once it is computerized, so even the customers also can take the statement, even the bankers also simultaneously getting a number of reports using a specific software, okay, so which is nothing, we are talking related to core banking system. So the customers they can deposit in one city, they can withdraw from other city, the transactions are interconnected because of core banking system. Okay, and the risk of carrying cash. So in the traditional banking system, of course, the customers want to carry the cash. Okay, so here in case of traditional business, a person, not only for business, individual person also, a person has to carry cash at each point of time. Whenever they want to go for transfer, before that they want to go for depositing, the cash carrying transaction, the cash carrying process will be we can identify, we can find in the traditional banking. But because of electronic banking, provide banking without carrying cash as plastic money, called ATM, credit card, debit card. Okay, so there are different types of card are available: MasterCard, Payro card, okay, Visa card. So there are different plastic card. We are talking related to plastic money using an electronic device, which is an interconnected process. So the customers also getting a benefit. They don't want to carry. Okay, so that's what they are using a plastic card. And today my agenda, one of the important concept like e-delivery channel. What and all the e-electronic e-delivery channels mode we are finding. So one is the internet banking. No doubt internet banking, not only if you have any device without having a connection for internet, the banking transaction, the banking process cannot be completed. So the internet banking, most of the individual customers are businessmen, everyone, they are getting a benefit from the internet banking. They don't want to go for, they don't want to travel branch, okay, within the branch. Within sitting in home or office only, they can do the transaction, transfer, okay, or they can see the balance available, okay, and the transaction, the details they can identify using a internet. So very compulsory user ID and password is set for individual customer account holder. So using a internet banking, of course, your work is very smooth compared to manual traveling is not there here. And the mobile banking, if you want to get mobile banking access, of course, the device is very important. The mobile device, so you need to download this specific banking service provider. Either you're talking related to SBI or Canara Bank, whatever it may be. So you need to download the specific where you have an account. You need to have download the mobile app. Using the mobile app, again, whenever you need to go for transaction, you need to do for access, there is something called PIN number. TIN number is very important. You need to type. And UPI, which is nothing but unified, okay, payment interface, because the unified, which is completely RBI control or government of India control. So every transaction, either you are doing a NEFT, IBPS, okay, so UPI is very important, which is a unified payment interface, because the tracking is very important, right? So that e-wallet, you know, Amazon wallet, Airtel wallet. So there are different types of e-wallet. Whenever you are maintaining a sufficient balance in the wallet, so easily, even the railway department, UTI app. So whenever you need to get a benefit, you have to balance, you have to maintain the balance in the wallet, the respected wallet. And ATM, debit card and credit card, which is very clear, which is a plastic card. Using a plastic card, we are trying to avoid the cashless, okay. So whenever you need to go for any other city, just you are carrying a plastic card with the help of plastic debit card, ATM card, credit card. So our transaction, okay, so our program can be easily, we can go for payments, easily we can get the benefit, okay. And the features of the e-banking, there is a lot of features characteristic we are identified. One is easily we can check our account balance and statement, okay, either internet banking or mobile banking, easily we can get the access, okay. And 24/7 fund transfer. Without going into the branch directly, with the help of a mobile electronic banking system, so easily we can transfer fund whomever you want, okay. The bill payment and recharge. So bill payment, there are, because we are living in the society, we are getting a lot of benefits, from the physical product and even the service product. There is lot of payments you need to meet day to day. So easily with the help of electronic banking, our payments, easily we can go for transferring a payment or bill payment. And whenever you need to recharge, so you can recharge either your mobile data or your Tata Sky or televisions related. So the recharge part is very easy. and apply for loan. So we are not standing in the traditional banking. So physically we need to appear in front of the branch manager, in front of the office bankers. Okay. So in case of electronic device, so with the help of applications like a mobile app or with the help of internet, so directly we can get we can apply for the loan. Okay. So once you apply, which is going for the shortlisting, working days is obviously it's required. So to check, to go for scrutinize, the bankers want to scrutinize and make investment. Okay, because of electronic banking, we can invest for share market or mutual fund. So without going any brokers, directly we can go for investing. And the faster transaction within a fraction of second, within a fraction of the span of time, you're not going to spend a lot of time consumption in the traditional banking. Your time is going because of traditional. Your time is saved because of electronic banking. Your faster transaction can be happening only for electronic banking. And no doubt electronic check, so which is nothing but we don't have any physical evidence here, but using electronic platform, so we can call it as a electronic check. So e-check is a electronic counterpart of paper check. How it is, the paper check is looking, the electronic check also same thing, but we are not able to carry in terms to check writing and deposit process totally online. We are completely depending on the online. So paying with e-check will be an entirely paperless experience. So how the physical check is appear, but in case of electronic check is completely, when you are not comparing with the paperless, you're not comparing with the paperless in the sense what? So you are not able to feel. So we are selecting a right electronic platform. So that's what we are using, electronic check. So wherever it is using the payment depositing or somebody you are paying, keep on watch for next section. Thank you.